Hello everyone, welcome to IM Craft. It's nice to have you here. In today's class, we'll be learning how I made this backpack from scratch. If this is what you're looking for, please watch this video till the end of it. It is super easy and beginner friendly. You can make this backpack for your kids and also for your clients from the comfort of your home. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some of the materials we'll be needing for this backpack. You need two of this, that's front and the back panel, which is measuring 12.5 inches by 16.5 inches. You also need the gusset, which is measuring 6 by 21. You also need the back gusset, which is measuring 6 by 33 inches. You also need the zipper. You also need this front pocket, which is measuring 9 by 10. You also need the gusset for it, which is measuring 13 by 3 and also 3 by 22. You also need the zipper for the pockets gusset. You also need this zipper again for the pockets front, and this is to turn the edges of your zipper for the front pockets. You understand as time goes on. This is the handle measuring 5.5 by 16.5 inches. Need two of it. This is foam that you insert inside the handle for firmness, which is 2 by 14.5. You also need a piece of lining to turn your pockets. You also need this two piece measuring 3 by 3 for your back handle. You need this adjusting strap for your adjusting. This is 15. You also need this for your adjuster. This is 6 inches each. You also need this, which is 9 inches for your hanging rope, your hanger. You also need this zip head, which is the puller. I use 4 pieces for the zip puller. You can use more than that, depends on your preference. You need this adjuster, which is 2. You need this, but it's optional. You also need this piping rope to make your work neat. Okay, to get this curve, I use my plates to curve it for faster results, which is measuring 6.5 inches. I use it to curve the upside, then the downside I reduce it a bit so that it will give me what I want. I also use it to curve the pockets to get a better result. So let's start. Put in your puller into that 7 inches zipper that for the front pockets, then turn it over with those pieces of fabric that I showed before to turn the edges. Then you stitch it. Once you stitch it, you turn it over and top stitch. You do it for the both side of your zip for the front pocket. You turn it over and stop stitch it. Then you cut your front pocket into 2. I measured 3 inches for that small part. Then I put my zip good side facing good side and I stitch it. Then I'll turn it over and top stitch again. Turn it over and top stitch it. After top stitching it, I will use the same technique for the down panel as well. Use it like this and top stitch it again for a neater result. After that, I cover it up with my lining to form the pocket, the first stage of the front pocket. Then I trim off the excess, and my front side is getting ready little by little. After that, I take my gusset, I divide it into two using the smaller part and the bigger part, and I cut the midpoint of it to sew them together. And I turn good side facing the good side of the zip, and I stitch it. After sewing it, I turn again and I top stitch it. I'll do the same to the other part. I top stitch it. After doing that, I will insert my zip head to this one again. After inserting my zip head, I'll bring the down gusset and I'll turn it good side facing good side, and I'll stitch it. After I stitch it, I top stitch it again for a neater result, and I turn it over to this side. I'll do the same thing as I did earlier. I'll sew and turn and top stitch. After I finish, I fold the downside, but the upside that is having the smaller portion that I cut, I did not fold it. I will leave it like that. Then I cut the midpoint of the gusset and the panel, both up and down. I cut them to get a good result. After cutting it, I will now join it, the midpoint with the midpoint, and I will join it together. Then I'll sew round the gusset to form my pocket. Because that place is curved, you have to notch it a little so that you get a good result. After that, I still sew again for the second time to have a firmer result. For it to be very firm, I sew it again and I turn my pockets. My front pocket is getting ready. To attach it on this panel, you need to take a measurement. I took a measurement of 4 inches from the down part and I fold it like this to get the line. Then I measure my pocket, which gave me 8 by 9 at the end of the day. So I fold it again, my fabric, to get the center of my fabric. Then I map out my measurements and I draw it in a square form. Do not curve it. Do not curve it. Just draw it straight like a box. And I draw it like this, like a box, as shown. After drawing it, I now find my midpoint on my pockets and also find my midpoint on my panel. Then I join it midpoint to midpoint and I sew it round to have my front pockets. And my front pocket is now ready as shown. And you can also sew it twice to have a good result. So my friends, at this point, if you find this video helpful, I'm sewing my logo, which is optional. If you don't have, no problem. I also cut the big gusset for the back and I use the same method I used for the pockets to sew the gusset. After that, I join it just as I did to the pockets. I sew round and I sew it twice for a good result. After sewing it, I use my piping rope. You can use it, though I'm not going to use it. This video is for the purpose of the tutorial. I use it to pipe it. Then now I'm preparing my handle. This is my back strap. Fold it and stitch the center down to where the form stop, because the form is 14 inches and half. It's not up to 6 inches and half, leaving where I'm going to insert where my adjuster will be, my adjuster rope. I'm going to insert it like this and sew it round and sew it as shown. After sewing it, I'll sew again at the middle. I sew it 3 times at the middle to have a good and a nice pattern on the strap. After that, I join them together. I insert the other side to this one to make the complete handle, to make the complete stripe. These are the stripes I made. After that, I join them to the back panel, and I also join that hanger to it. I also join the hanger and I sew it. In sewing this down, you have to leave a little bit gap from your cuff side, like 1 inch or 1.5 inch, before sewing this. After that, I remove the excess, and now I join my back panel to the rest body of my bag, the notch side to the notch side, the up side to the up side, and I secure it with a pin. You can also secure it with your sewing machine so that it will not shift, so that you have a good result at the end of the day, so that you will not end up losing it again. So I turn it and I sew round it, and I sew it again for the second time for a firmer and a good result. So after sewing it, you can also use your piping rope to pipe it, but I'm not going to use it. I just use this one for the purpose of the tutorial. Use it. So my bag is now ready for use. As you can see, this is how the result turns out to be. So viewers, at this point, if you find this video helpful and impactful, please do well by subscribing to my channel and turn on the notification button so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be among the first to receive the notification. Do well by liking this video and sharing this video with your friends so that this video will go far to where God wants it to be. So this is the end result of our tutorials today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for stopping by at I Am Crafts. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, and bye for now. God bless you.